Pledge of Allegiance,
I
sir.
can. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pastor Halvin.
Yeah, would you please remain standing if you're able and you're willing? And would you bow your head for a word of prayer with me? Father, we come before you tonight, and we thank you for the men and women in this room and the men and women and the families that they represent. We ask that your wisdom and that your guidance be upon the next few hours and upon their leadership. May their journey each and every day be filled with one of love of their families first and foremost, and of you. God, we ask that you continue to guide them and direct them, and even as we are human and we fail, may we fail forward as a town. For Lord, we know that this is the greatest town on Long Island, and we thank you for the continued protection of your love, no matter what our human frailness brings. And Lord, with that thought, we come before you and we ask that you hold tight the families tonight in our country and in our world that are hurting because of the continued devastation that we see, whether it be by human hand or by nature. Lord, sometimes we don't understand it and we hurt. And we ask that you give us a peace. We ask that you give us a response of love through our words and our actions and our deeds. God, we ask that you protect especially our first responders and those that will be out during any type of weather through the next few hours. And may you continue to guide and direct our first responders and our emergency personnel. We ask your blessing again upon this meeting. And Lord, may those that are here right now that have anger in their heart, may it subside and may be filled with wisdom. In your son's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Pastor Halvin, thank you very, very much. We appreciate it. North Shore Christian Church, great opportunity if you're looking at a place to worship. Probably should say that. Jody, you've got a proclamation. Do we have somebody here from Columbia Care?
Yes, we do, and Larry and Dwayne are going to come up and say a few words also.
Okay. The only thing is I ask, try to make it quick.
We will. Come on up, Christine. Don't be nervous.
Oh, no, you guys come on up too.
Yes, of course.
I didn't dress the part.
Wait a second. Are you giving us a check?
No, we already got the check.
We did?
Yes, Columbia Care gave the
Oh,
check.
wow.
So, the Office of the Supervisor has prepared a proclamation for Columbia Care. When Dwayne and Larry, who have done so much for our recreation, our youth in the town, reached out to me and said there was a need to put an electric scoreboard in the Horton Avenue Park, and it was $4,000, and how are we gonna get the money? Recreation didn't have it. I reached out to Columbia Care, who has been actually poking me, saying, what can we do for the community and to help the community? So I called them up and asked them if they'd be interested in donating the scoreboard, and they did. So I'll let Larry and Dwayne say a few words, and I would like to present this proclamation to Columbia Care on behalf of the Riverhead Town Board and the Town of Riverhead Youth.
I know this is, the reason why we're here is to thank Columbia Care
Yes.
for the scoreboard. I do understand that. We and the community greatly appreciate it. However, I gotta continue with the thank yous because I think these thank yous may be long overdue. First of all, I wanna thank, Rick Coy, who's in charge of the Recreation Department, because, when Dwayne asked, we spoke about it, and he had the confidence in us to say, okay. Naturally, no doubt came to the town board. No doubt you guys were on
I don't
board.
know about that, but.
No, we
yeah.
didn't.
That's right, they'll fix it for me.
It's a lot of fixing.
But, and also, obviously, you guys had a confidence in Dwayne and I to continue that as well. We also got to thank the Riverhead PD. You know, the Riverhead PD comes out, and Dwayne and I asked that they get out of their sector vehicles and come out and mingle with the community. They do exactly that. So it gives us an opportunity to meet the police officers, and they get an opportunity to meet the members, the people in the community. And also, Chief Hagemiller, he's still here. Thank you as well, you know, because you allowed your officers to come out there and be with us. But again, I want to thank all of you, and of course, we want to thank the community as well that's supported us. I believe we had over 800 to 900 people at the last tournament.
Wow.
But again, going back to Columbia Care, the reason why we're here, we greatly appreciate your gift. So thank you.
Yeah, again, I just want to thank Columbia Care, the town, Tim Hubbard, Councilman Giglio, Supervisor Walter, and Councilman Wooden. We just want to thank you guys. I ain't a speaker, but I'm an appreciative person, and we appreciate just what you guys did for us and the town. Thanks again.
Thank you for everything you do.
They started this 11 years ago, and it keeps the youth off the streets playing basketball, and they come from all over, New Jersey, upstate New York City, come out here to play and compete for 2 days, a Saturday and a Sunday. And these guys have been behind it ever since it started for 11 years. So thank you very much.
I would just like to thank the town of Riverhead for accepting us into the community.
You're very welcome.
That's all I got.
Well, thank you very much. Congratulations. All the time, I'm sure.
Thank you. Tell them thank you.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thanks
All right.
for coming down tonight, too.
We'll try to move along as quickly as possible, just in case this does turn into a much windier evening. John?
We have no minutes. They're not ready, they haven't been typed yet. There's no thing at the clerk's office, they're waiting for the typist to give them to you.
All right, Diane, the correspondence is already in there. If people want to read it, that's fine, let them read it, you don't have to read it. Okay. Applications are in there, we've got 2 applications are in the agenda. Folks, feel free to read it, and the reports. Are there any other reports to the town board?
Just a reminder that the anniversary gala is this Saturday, 7 to 11 p.m. at the Suffolk Theater.
I believe it's almost sold out, or it is sold out?
Is sold out. Although the theater is contacting people who have tickets, if for some reason they can't use them, the theater's gonna have a list, so you can try contacting the theater to see if there are some extra tickets coming up in the next couple days.
What day was that, Chip?
Saturday,
Saturday night?
September 23rd, from 7 to 11 p.m.
Great.
Now, are you still gonna have the best dressed?
Yeah, there is a contest for colonial wear, if people choose to do it. You certainly don't have to wear that, but there will be a contest.
All right, good. I'm going to open up the first public hearing. Without further ado, the first public hearing was scheduled for 7:05. It is now 7:07. This is the consideration of a special permit petition of Schwing Electric to construct a new pre-engineered building on the property located as 1328 East Main Street, Riverhead, Suffolk County Tax Map Number 0600-105-1-18.1. And I would like, with permission of council, if we could make the record from the work session that you appeared before us part of this official record. Bob, you're gonna have to figure out what work session, or Diane, that they
It's the
came
first
to.
week in August.
First week in August. We'll make that work session part of this official record. Mr. Danowski, for the applicant.
Pete Danowski, for the applicant, I would note Mr. and Mrs. Dunnigan are in the front row, as is our architect, Rob Stromsky, in case there are any questions to be directed to the owner or the architect. Mr. Stromsky has placed before the public a rendering of the building as proposed. Individual copies of this, I believe, were also forwarded to town board members. That was done subsequent to the work session. By way of history here, the applicant, without counsel, but with his engineers, with McLean Associates, filed an original application to the town's building department, including an enclosure of site plans, for review for code compliance. That initial review resulted in, by policy of the town, a need to go to the town's zoning board of appeals. There was a determination made at the building department level that there was a need to go to the zoning board because we were matching up the front boundary line of the existing building with the proposed new building, and so was a degree of nonconformance as to the front yard and the floor area, and that was noted. We're in a business center zoning, so we're in a business center zone. You would think you would need a special permit. However, we're a warehouse, and a warehouse is treated a little differently in the business center zoning, so it's viewed as an expanding of a nonconformity on the property. By way of history, so you know, there was at one point in time a house on this property, so that house was demolished during ownership by others on the site. And also there is a building that will be demolished, that's a metal storage building existing on site, that's part of this application process. When this building gets built, that building will be removed from the process. We have had a review by planning staff and a very detailed planning staff report that was delivered in May of this year. And we're hopeful that this application will move forward after today's public hearing, so that if the special permit is granted, we can get to the detailed site plan review by the town's planning board. So with that said, I have very little else to say, other than this is an attempt to modernize and to improve and to sparkle up this particular site where the electrical supply business has been located for many, many years. I think you folks know the Dunnigans. They've been active before the board at night out events and in awarding students with artist drawing rewards. So with that said, I would step aside and wait to hear from any member of the public who may have comment. As part of this process, I've filed the affidavit of posting and the affidavit of certified mailings with the town clerk. We've had to notify by special permit process all those within 500 feet of the property. Many of the people probably wondered why they got a notice, but it's a form notice that we're required to send, and we sent the letter that was prepared by the town.
Sparkle up being the operative word here.
Yeah, you know, I do say that's true. When you look at this site, you'd say, geez, this is going to be really nice. It's going to be an improvement to the appearance of the existing building, matching it up with the new proposed building. It's a need for a local businessman in town.
And it's an 8,900 square foot expansion.
8970, right.
Probably should have read the whole meeting notice, but meeting notice is part of the record, as will the staff report.
That's correct.
Okay, we'll open up to public comment. Does anybody from the public wish to be heard on this particular matter? All right, not seeing anybody. I'll close the public comment period. I'll leave it open for, what is today's date, is the 19th, so we'll leave it open to September 29th for written comment to the town board, 4:30 in the clerk's office. Mr. Dunnigans, Mr. Danowski, Mr. Stromsky, Rob, I was going to call him Rob. He's a Rotarian, he's Rob. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
So we have several more public hearings. Why don't we have the Architectural Review Board come on up? Landmarks Preservation, I apologize. And we have several public hearings, but before I open them all simultaneously, at the request of the owner of the Preston House, and I'll put this letter in as part of the official record, they've asked that the public hearing not move forward. So I'm going to first open up public hearing scheduled for 7:05 for the town board, joint hearing between the town board and the Landmarks Preservation Commission for the consideration of the designation of the following structure pursuant to Chapter 241 entitled Landmarks in Historic Districts of the Riverhead Town Code. It's the Preston House located at 428 East Main Street, Riverhead, New York, 11901, tax map number 0600-129-3, lot 13. The owner is J. Petroselli Development Associates, and they've asked us to open it and respectfully close the hearing. I guess they'll look at this in the future for consideration. So I'll make this part of the record, Diane. I don't know if you saw that. So that hearing's been opened and closed. So now, let's move on to the rest of the hearings. So 7:05 having arrived, and it now being 7:14, we are going to open a public hearing for the following properties before the Town Board and the Riverhead Landmarks Preservation Committee, holding a joint hearing for the designation of the following structures to be a landmark. The first one is the Elks Lodge, located at 1239 East Main Street, Riverhead, Suffolk County Tax Map number 0600-109-3, Lot 7, and the owners of the Riverhead Elks Lodge number 2044. We'll open up the second public hearing at the same time, and this is for a landmark designation for the property known as the J. Victor Wilson Barn, 977 Main Road, Aquabog, New York, 11931. Tax map number 0600.67-3, lot 22.2. No, 0600-67-3, lot 22.2. And the owner is Clifford Baldwin and Marta, is it Baumiller? And then the third public hearing is for the designation of a landmark known as the 2nd Street Firehouse, 24 East 2nd Street, tax map number 0600-128-5, lot 25.1, and the owner is Wolf Properties Associates LP. And then the next public hearing we'll open is for the property known as the Daniel Tuttle House, located at 1146 Main Road, Jamesport, New York. Zip code 11947, Suffolk County Tax Map number 0600-68-1, lot 9, and the owners of that are DC Industries 2 LLC, Dana Carlito, president, and we have one final one, and that is for the Perkins Carriage House, AKA the Yellow Barn, located at 330 Court Street, Riverhead, New York, zip code 11901, and that is tax map number 0600-128-2, lot 21.3, and the owner is the Riverhead Library. So all of those public hearings are now open, and Richard, I'm going to turn this over to you, but I'll start with one question. Would you like the, with the exception of the record in the Preston House, would you like the work session that we had quite some time ago to be made part of this official record?
Yes, please
Okay.
do that.
Okay, we have to figure out that date
It was
as
the
well.
end of July.
We'll find that date and make that part of the record too.
There are also recommendations that came from the Landmark Commission from this board as well, recommending that each of these properties be designated, and those were all March 28th of 2016. I presume you'd also want those to be made
With
part
the
of that.
exception of the one for the Petroselli parcel, because we closed the public hearing.
Very good. Yes, yes, please.
Richard, take it away.
Thank you. Since a joint public hearing with the Landmarks Commission and the Town Board is an unusual occurrence, I do want to introduce fellow members of the Landmarks Commission, Kelly Schoner, Peter Lucas, and Cliff Baldwin that are here with me tonight. And just briefly, to summarize the reasons why property owners might like to designate their homes or other properties as town landmarks. Most often it's because it's someone who owns a wonderful historic structure, they probably invested in it, taken care of it, and their concern is to make sure that it's taken care of properly, looked after, honored as an important historic building, which it is after they are gone. Other people, especially commercial owners, are interested in designation because of the prestige, the cachet, the attractiveness it might be to customers. You can put a little plaque up and say that this is a town landmark. And still others, especially not-for-profits, may be interested because they could possibly assist them in getting certain grants that could be useful for preservation purposes. So for those reasons, 62 properties over the last 25 years or so have been designated as town landmarks, and we were very pleased to have 5 more properties whose owners have nominated them for designation tonight. The first of these, the Elks Lodge, some of you may remember, or probably don't remember, but was built as the Riverhead Country Club back in 1921, And it was a place where all of the leading families of Riverhead came together to celebrate what a wonderful town this was. And it was considered one of the best designed country clubs in the nation. Unfortunately, the course is gone, but the clubhouse still survives as the Elks Lodge. The second, the Wilson Barn, and we have the owner sitting here on our commission, by the way, was on Main Road in Aquabog. And it, interestingly, was designed by Riverhead's leading architectural firm, the George, my mind gone, Skidmore firm. It was part of an estate that belonged to a Brooklyn merchant who had built a house on the boulevard, and this barn was a place where he raised prize pigs, of all things. And later it became a potato barn, and later a private home. The Second Street Firehouse, I think you all know, that was designed by the same Skidmore firm, by the way, and obviously was the home for our fire department for many, many years, and is now being restored as a commercial site. I believe that Bob is moving 2 breweries into there, and I had a conversation with him today. Sorry he couldn't be here, but he did want to remind me that, he said, you know, people don't go to places to see big boxes. They go to places to visit historic structures and historic buildings. That's what attracts people, and so that's why we need to preserve this kind of thing here in Riverhead. The next structure is the Daniel Tuttle House, which is a wonderful Greek revival house on the corner of Tuttle's Lane in Jamesport. Also happens to have one of the few surviving underground early potato storage barns and a wonderful English-style barn in the back. And then finally, the Riverhead Library has lovingly preserved the Perkins Carriage House. The Perkins family, name is probably familiar to many of you. They were the leading business people in Riverhead in the 19th century, mill owners, store owners, served on the town board, served as town treasurer, everything you can imagine they did for the town. So it's a wonderful way to remember that family as well as a beautiful architectural piece. So with that, I think if anyone else would like to, any members of the public would like to make a comment, you are welcome to.
Does anybody from the public wish to express any comments, concerns, support, not support? All right, good. Richard, I think our work is done here.
Thank you very much.
So what I'll do is I'll close the public comment portion, leave it open for written comment to September 29th, 4:30 in the town clerk's office. Good. Thank you very much.
Expeditious.
We will move it as expeditiously as you
Thank
get
you all.
resolutions to us.
Thank you all for your hard
As
work.
expeditiously as you get resolutions to us, the town board will move it.
Very good.
Comments.
Much appreciated.
Thank
All
you.
right, moving right along, we're going to take up resolutions. Does anybody wish to be heard on any of the resolutions? All right, not seeing anybody. Diane?
Resolution 710.
841 Old Country Road, sewer relocation, Riverhead Sewer District, capital improvement project. Budget adjustment, so moved. Adoption.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 711.
Riverhead Commons Development, Riverhead Sewer District Capital Improvement Project, it's a budget adoption, so moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 712.
Horton Avenue, CPF, capital project number 42075, closure. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
change.
Resolution 713.
11 West Main Street Water Capital Project, budget adoption, so moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 714.
Hamlet Professional Center, water capital project, budget adoption, so moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 715.
Authorizing removal of fixed asset records from the system, so moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 716.
grants excavation exportation permit as provided by Chapter 229 to Georgia Green Ventures LLC, Riverview Lofts. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
No.
Giglio,
Abstain.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy,
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 717.
Authorizes town clerk to publish and post the attached notice to bidders for Town of Riverhead Water District roof replacement contract. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 718.
Authorizes the establishment of a petty cash account, Police Central Records. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 719.
Authorizes the supervisor to execute a retainer agreement with Lane M. Bupka Esquire of Bupka Law Group for legal services for Riverhead Youth Court for the 2016-2017. No, I think it's 2017-2018 year. So moved as amended.
Seconded as amended.
Moved and seconded as amended, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 720.
Accepts the resignation of a school crossing guard. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio,
Yes, and we are looking for crossing guards, so if anybody's interested or you know somebody that would like to file an application with the police department, please do so. We are always looking for crossing guards. Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 721.
Terminates a provisional employee. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 722.
Appoints a principal accountant. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 723.
This appoints a part-time school crossing guard. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 724.
Appoints call-in personnel to the recreation department. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 725.
Order establishing lateral sewer main extension for Riverview Lofts, Georgia Green Ventures LLC. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
No.
Giglio,
Abstain?
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
I was gonna say something funny.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 726.
Awards bid for the purchase of one compact tractor, 190 inch heavy-duty rear flail mower, and one hydraulic post driver pounder for the town of Riverhead Highway Department. They got a
I know
pounder.
somebody in the highway department like to pound.
They got a pounder and driver. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio,
Yes.
Wooten,
Flail mower with a pounder. Yes.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
I'm not getting in front of it. Yes.
Or I wouldn't get behind it either.
No.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 727.
This ratifies the authorization for supervisor to execute a license agreement with Woodside Orchards Incorporated. So moved.
Now,
Second?
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
yes, it's a safety matter, and it's helping us out.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
Thank you, John, for getting that done.
Resolution 728.
Adopts a local law to amend Chapter 289 entitled Vehicles, Traffic, and Parking Regulations of the Riverhead Town Code, 289-10, Parking Prohibited, Meeting House Creek Road, and Peconic Bay Boulevard. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio,
I think we got this right now, right, John?
Yes.
Yes.
Wooten,
I think it's 82 feet. Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 729.
Approves the Chapter 255 application of Chicken Kids Incorporated. It's a children's retail consignment event, September 20th through September 24th, 2017. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio,
And this is located at the Polish Hall, so, yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes, this is a great thing if you have any children to go to, because it's a consignment of almost new stuff. Some of it's new that children did not use or wear, and it's at a discount price. And it's for the 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th at Polish Hall. So I tell everybody to go down there and look at the stuff.
That's a yes.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 730.
Authorize town clerk to publish and post public notice to consider the appeal by J. Petroselli Development Associates from determination made by the Landmarks Preservation Commission regarding premises located at 420 Main Street, Riverhead, New York, also known as Suffolk County Tax Map Number 0600-129.-3-12. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes, I believe it's supposed to be 420 East Main Street.
What did it say?
Just says Main Street.
This is Main Street,
It is 420 East Main, that's in the notice of public hearing.
okay, Giglio,
east.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 731.
This ratifies agreement with an employee. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 732.
Approves Chapter 255 application of the Railroad Museum of Long Island, Toy Train Play Days, October 7th and 8th. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 733.
Approves the Chapter 255 application of the Suffolk County Historical Society Vintage Car Show, Saturday, September 30th, 2017. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 734.
Approves Chapter 255 application of Starfish Junction Productions, Inc., LLC, Fresh Hop Festival,
Oh, boy.
Saturday, September 23rd, 2017. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 735.
Approve the Chapter 255 application of the Titan Run Corporation for a 5K obstacle run entitled the Titan Run on September 30th, 2017. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes, and I'm gonna bring this up at work session to see if we can get some of these applicants to post streets when we close them for these events. So they could put up a sign a week before the event so that the public knows that these streets will be closed down and will not be open and available on those days.
Well, this is all self-contained at 4-H camp.
Okay, but, so I'm gonna be asking that to be on the work session agenda. And I'll vote yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 736.
Order establishing lateral water main extension for Riverview Lofts, Georgica Green Ventures LLC. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please. I think this is a duplicate,
Well,
but.
we did sewer.
No, the other one was
This is
sewer.
water.
Okay.
This is water.
Yep, okay.
Hubbard.
Moved and seconded,
No.
vote please.
I'm sorry, no?
No.
Giglio.
Water,
Sewer.
it's sewer.
Abstain?
Wooten,
Well, if we gave him the sewer, we better give him some water.
Oh, he's got nothing going in the pipe.
That's right, see?
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution
We don't
adopted.
get paid if there's nothing going in the pipe.
Resolution 737.
Authorization to extend contract non-pro-tunc with Weedell Sign Company Incorporated for signage for the town of Riverhead. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
You do an excellent job, yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 738.
Extends bid contract, non-pro-tunc for sporting goods, 2016. So moved.
I'll second it.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 739.
Extends the bid contract for diesel fuel. So moved.
Second?
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard,
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 740.
Rejects bid for automotive parts 2017 for the town of Riverhead and authorizes the town clerk to repost and republish the attached notice to bidders. So moved.
Seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 741.
Authorization to publish advertisement for heating fuel 2017 to 2018 for the town of Riverhead. So moved.
And seconded.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted. Resolution 742.
Pay the bills. So moved.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, vote please.
Hubbard.
Yes.
Giglio.
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Dunleavy.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Resolution adopted.
All right, we're going to open the public comment portion up for any matters that you want to discuss, but we are going to limit you to 5 minutes because we want to get everybody home as soon as we can. Does anybody have any comments or any issues they want to bring before the board? 5 minutes, sir. Just come up, line up.
Robert Skinner, 14 Island Circle in Jamesport. I guess I want to start off by saying thank you to Chief or whoever for putting up the no parking signs vis-a-vis Harbs on Sound Avenue after the fact. I don't know what, I ask, I guess the board, how can business continue to be done like that, to tie up a road like that every weekend? And it just seems like the disorganization of their enterprise, and I cannot call it a family farm. It's an enterprise, it's an amusement park, it's all these things. And as my wife said at the dinner table, the concept of agritainment has gone far from agritainment to agritainment. It seems as though we ask, is there some sort of a review on an enterprise such as this on a yearly or regular basis to see what kind of an impact that it has? I've got the Express from the September edition of the Express where it has Hallettville and Harbs has, quote, festival on the same day. We didn't see any traffic control coming out of Herrick's Lane. I mean, that's where we live. We go to Sound Avenue via Herrick's Lane. It just seems like until it gets to the point where somebody reins this business in from an official standpoint, there's almost like no effort to make things flow. There's no effort to keep things moving. On the day that prompted all those new signs, we never hit 11 miles an hour from 105 to that pinch there. But as soon as we got past that pinch, we were up to 27, 28 before we hit Herrick's going eastbound. Can anything be done about this? Or I know you've said in the past, Mr. Walters, that we're a victim of our own success here. But I mean, really?
We've not only, we've sent the police chief there, they have parking for 1,300 cars. They've agreed to pay for police force. Last weekend, we had police at the Garlic Festival. We will have police at Harbs. We've had drones go up and take a look at it. I don't think there's a legal way to stop it. It is it's a volume problem as much as anything else, and they are very, very well run from what the chief told us in terms of moving cars efficiently in and out. We are going to try to help them with the police department that they did say they would pay for. I don't know how you shut them down. So we are doing everything humanly possible to move the traffic through that area. John Dunleavy worked on a similar
yes,
I
I know.
over on Manor to lease at a very low cost town property. I have to add, I think that we asked the residents, unfortunately, we have to bear with this for the month of September and part of October. I don't know that there's a solution, and I can't think of a legal way that I'm gonna go in there and limit them. And they did open up another area of their field to park another, I believe, 300 cars. So I think we've done everything, and it was the town board that put the no parking up. We authorized that last year. Should have went up last year. I don't know why it just went up. But we're on top of it as best we can. But if it wasn't Harbs here, it's gonna be Harbs in Southold. And if it's not Harbs in Southold, it's gonna be the Lavender Festival, so it's problematic.
Yes, I mean, you know, we joke that it's not Sound Avenue anymore, it's Harbs Avenue,
Well,
because they've pretty much
for
tied
6
up the
weeks.
whole thing.
For 6 weeks.
They did come to the Traffic Safety Committee, and I know John Dunleavy had made some arrangements to where at least when people are turning left into Harbs, when you're headed eastbound, you can get around them to the right. And I think that they're working on a lane over there to the right, just so that you can get around the traffic. So
Who's doing
that
that?
might help
Nobody's doing that.
alleviate things.
Nobody's doing that.
John,
That's-
and the
that's-
chief worked on it at Traffic
That's not
Safety.
gonna happen because we have no room to put another lane on the right-hand side, and it's a historic roadway, so you can't do anything with the roadway. The no parking, we figured would open it up. They opened up more parking in there.
Okay.
Now, the police department will go up there, and as long as we can move traffic through, it's a win for us. The only problem is Hobbs and Southold. They have a similar problem there,
And then
with
it's the
slowing
Lavender
down,
Festival.
and that's gonna back up,
We're a very
you know,
popular
into
place.
Riverhead again, and then we can't do anything with that. But we're a farmland out here. Farm stands are not doing any business anymore because there's a lot of them out here. So they have to put these recreational areas in, like you said, to bring people out and their kids, let the kids go in the recreational area, and then they can go shopping into the farm stand. And that's what's happening on the east end of Long Island. If we want to stay farms, we're going to have to do things like this, and it's going to take a month or two, and we have to bear with it, because this is the east end. We don't want housing here. We want open space and farms. And to keep them here, we have to do these things. So that's the east end.
It's unfortunate. All right, so can you wrap it up? I really want to try to get everybody out because
But-
this hurricane is picking up. so if
Thank
could
you
wrap it
for
up.
the information, okay, because we ask ourselves, how can this continue to go on and we can't see it? So knowing that they've got the extra, you know, that at least there's something that's being done. And Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see what happens next year.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Ken Schroeder and Carolyn Patterson from Mastic, 75 Broadway. We're here tonight because we purchased a piece of property over on 48 Willow, and we were advised by Dave Moran, who's the attorney for Brookhaven Town, to come see you guys on this problem. And we retained him for other items as well. There seems to be a discrepancy because I foiled the 1979 maps and got them all and took pictures and all that kind of stuff of the wetlands. Now, after looking at the map that was put out in 1979, I have copies if you'd like to look at it too, and the wetlands that was generated on the computer, they don't match. Our property is not in wetlands according to Cornell in 1979.
Did you get you're before the CAC.
Yes.
Correct.
So you're
Well,
waiting
no
for a
longer,
permit.
because they're not making a decision. They already said they're not gonna make a decision on the thing at all. So we're at a standstill right now, and that's why we kinda came here
Okay.
for that reason.
Call my
because-
office tomorrow. I will either get the CAC to make a decision, and then the town board will take it up. Either we'll take it up. We're not, let's let the CAC.
That's the map from 40 years ago?
This is the map that is over
It's
here
not
in
the
the
place
building.
to do
This
this.
is how it's been transcribed onto the computer. And I think that whoever took it from here and put it on here
It's wrong.
completely got it wrong.
Okay.
So,
We call my office tomorrow.
Okay.
I will talk to the CAC. I will give them tell them the town board's giving them a deadline to make a decision, or we'll call up the application and make a decision.
okay,
Because
so
when we called
Got it.
DEC to find out,
Got it.
they said we're not coming because it's not wetland.
I have the application, so you want me to wait on that for? no.
We're not, this is not the appropriate time to do this.
No, okay.
So you call my office.
Right.
If you see Miss Lewis right there, give her the information, and I will, we will, is it Hucklebuck? What does it?
This is by Dreamers Code.
Dreamers
Like
Club.
Dreamers Cove.
The Willow
I
Street
personally
there.
went over and looked at it,
Right,
so.
Dreamers Cove.
Right.
All right, give us a, we
Alright,
will,
Was the
we'll
old
get a
Red Rooster-
decision.
Red Rooster area?
Yeah, it's just down the street.
It's a house lot. Every lot,
There's
every
two
lot
doors.
is
That's
about
exactly
that.
what it is.
How you doing, sir? What can I do for you?
Good
5
evening, my
minutes.
name is Mike Engelman, I reside at 105 Vineyard Way in Aquabog. I'll try to be brief, thank you for allowing me to take a few moments of your time. My purpose here is twofold. Number one, I wanted to quickly thank the Highway Superintendent and his deputy, Mike, I don't know his last name, and Donald. Zaleski, and someone named Donald, for their quick response to an incident that's unfortunately reoccurred at the subdivision off of Church Lane where I live. The stormwater runoff from the adjacent farm, some of you might be familiar with this, has increasingly caused flooding issues with these rapid rain events that we have.
So
And I've-
we know all about it, so
Okay.
why don't we tell you what we're going to decide to do?
Okay.
And this is what you call a sticky wicket.
Yeah.
The town has authorized the town attorney to move forward with condemnation of a section of that farm. The sticky wicket part is, it's not a big deal to condemn out the farmer's farm. The sticky wicket is that the county of Suffolk owns the development rights. County of Suffolk doesn't seem to be willing to play ball with us. We have it designed to fix the problem. So we are going to move forward with condemnation of part of that farm. And see, I think this might be a case of first impression, certainly out on the east end, but it may be a case of first impression as to whether a local municipality can condemn out a piece of property where the county owns the development rights. But when I first started in the town attorney's office, I'm the guy that got the easement put in, to put the pipe in that between the two houses.
Right.
That eventually hasn't, I guess, alleviated some of the problems because there was about 5 houses that flooded. So my staff had quite a number of conversations today about the condemnation. But honestly, the county is the stumbling block, so we'll see how that works.
Okay.
But that's where the remedy lies in condemning the property and building a sump.
Understood. I did speak with Legislator Krupski, I think his name is, and he told me that he reached out to the attorney for the property owner, and he indicated something similar, but I appreciate that you're already on the case. And I respectfully, I'll make this quick, request that all of the patchwork and drainage improvements have really compromised the street itself. So when a final solution is hopefully achieved, I ask that maybe the street could be included in the capital plan for some type of improvement.
That's not
Whenever we
unreasonable.
get to it.
It's not unreasonable.
Okay. So, thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
And I am sorry you're having so many problems with that road. All right, if there's nobody else, make a motion to
I
adjourn.
make a motion, we adjourn the town board meeting.
All
So
in
moved.
favor? Aye, opposed, abstentions. Folks, I don't think there's gonna be a problem tonight, but stay safe, especially in your travels home.
Thank you, John. I appreciate you holding my cord all night. Give it a yank.
Can you disconnect this?
Why don't you just yank it out, Mike? Kids.